What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up,
Another
my boy?
episode, pound and pound, man. Another episode,
Yes,
man. What
sir.
what is this? Episode 4?
Yes, sir. Episode number 4.
Episode 4, man. What we talk about today, man? What we talking about today?
Ready to
Seems like a lot
cook,
of
man.
shit
We
went.
was, we was getting
Man.
into it a little bit before on a pregame show. You know what I'm saying? We was getting into it a little bit. We can hop right into this shit.
You can hop right into it, man. You can hop right into it, man. It was a lot of interesting announcements. It's a lot of interesting tweets from people. It was a lot of me personally. I don't think this Tank and Ryan fight's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Oscar's talking about he don't got no contract. I don't know what the fuck that means. Ryan says he has a contract. If Oscar doesn't have a contract, how the fuck does Ryan have a contract? I
That's a
don't know. I
million
don't know if
dollar
you I don't
question.
know if you peeped it. I don't know if you peeped any of this shit, but like I've been
Hmm.
paying attention to all of this shit. Like these motherfuckers are like playing games with the fans. Like isn't
Yeah,
is
I
no
agree.
real is no real there's no real like ne- nego- nego- negotiations being made.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think that they might. I don't. But why even talk about it? Like no negotiation, no nothing.
Like
Why?
there's no
Why?
reason
What's
to
the
even
point?
announce that shit. Like people are talking about, oh
Yeah.
yeah, they got close to an agreement. Why are you announcing them getting close to an agreement? Announce the fucking fight. Like
Facts. I
that's
agree.
that's fucking bullshit. Like it was the same shit with fucking Spence and Crawford. All you heard, oh yeah, they're in talks right now.
It's getting
Oh,
close. It's getting
oh yeah,
close.
it's getting real close. Now the fight's off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking
I
bullshit.
talking about the fight gonna happen at 54 and da, da, da. It's like, shut up. I kind of like I'm getting to the point. I'm getting turned off by it. Like I don't even really like. I still want to see it, but it's just like when we gonna get it? Like
At this point, it's like some Floyd Pacquiao shit, man.
I was just watching him and Shane Mosley too. And just talking about that. Gotta
Where you
get on my floor shit.
it's
Yeah.
like some Floyd Pacquiao shit, man. Like people were trying to watch Floyd fight Pacquiao after Pacquiao beat the fuck out of Cotto and Oscar. After that shit, that was when Pacquiao started slowing down. That
You think
Pacquiao lost
Pacquiao
to
would have beat
Tim
him?
Bradley. The motherfucker got knocked out by Marquez. Then that's when Floyd fights him. Why didn't Floyd fight him when Pacquiao was beating the fuck out of everybody?
You think Floyd would have won if when Pacquiao was
I
on
mean,
that
I,
winning
I
streak?
think I think he would have still won, but at the same time, I think it would have been a more interesting fight.
I agree.
It would have been a way
It'd have
more
been more
interesting
interesting,
fight
but I think
because
Pacquiao would have won
Pacquiao
that.
Pacquiao was a fucking monster, dude.
Yeah,
Like if you saw what he did to Cotto,
I seen that
that
fight.
that's why people were fucking asking that were fucking asking, yo, he needs to fight Floyd. That guy needs to fight Floyd.
Yeah, because I mean, he had the speed, power, yeah, everything. I mean, sometimes he's susceptible to like he'll leave his chin up, he'll still get hit, he'll take some punches or whatever, stuff like that. But and so there was definitely things that Floyd could have took advantage of, for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
But
always. I think Floyd would have still obviously won, but like I said, it would have been a much more interesting fight because Pacquiao, that motherfucker threw thousands of punches, bro. Threw
yeah,
thousands of fucking punches. It doesn't matter if you ducked, doesn't matter if you were moving. That motherfucker was just punching, bro.
yeah, it throws
Punching,
7, 8, 9 punches in a row. That
punching.
shit crazy.
But then
And
when
they
they fought,
power shots too. The motherfuckers hurt.
I think they fought in 2015.
Yeah, I think
Pacquiao was a
15,
complete
16.
Yeah, Pacquiao was a completely different fighter.
Yeah.
Completely different fighter. I mean, even though Floyd is older than him, I mean, I think it's the same shit with Spence and Crawford. They're fucking waiting until Crawford looks old, which he kind of looks old now. So I think they might fight after Keith after Spence fights Keith because I do think Spence will fight Keith.
All right. Yeah, yeah. I think they're gonna fight too. But let's get past that. Let's because we talked about 47 last week. So let's get into Devin versus Loma just got announced. So
That
how
shit got
you
announced
got
for
that?
what, May?
Yeah, I don't know if they had an exact date or site yet, but for definitely for May.
Is
How
is
you
there an
got that fight
exact
going?
date?
Let me look. Well, why you tell me how you got that fight going? I'm gonna look it up for you.
I mean, I think Haney is gonna win easily. I think Haney would have always beat Loma. I didn't ever see anything special in Loma personally. Um, he beat Regendow. Regendow is a great boxer at his weight, but people tend to forget that Regendow moved up two whole weight classes to fight Lomachenko. If you look at how big Loma was compared to Rigo, it was just Rigo had no chance. He just had no chance. But
Um,
yes, I think Haney beats him easily. I just watched his most recent. I just watched Loma's most recent fights. I think he lost that fight personally. I don't know if you've seen his most recent fight.
yeah, I see. I did. I just let me look it up. I can't remember who was off the top of my head right now. Jermaine Ortiz. I don't even gotta look that
Jermaine
up. Yeah,
Ortiz.
no, but Jermaine
He
Ortiz
gave
did.
him a
He,
good
he gave him
fucking
a good
fight.
fight.
He gave him
That's
a
the guy
good
to tell
fight.
you he lost up. That's one of those guys that lost up.
He gave him a good fight.
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah. I mean, he did. Loma did win that fight though, but he gave him a good fight.
Gave him a
The
great
kid
fight.
was is bigger than him, longer than him. Good fight. But for I don't see an official website on here, but I do state they saying likely for May 20th in New York.
On
So
oh, they
yeah.
didn't they need to do that in Vegas. Talk about New York.
All right. Well, we can that'll be our next topic of why not Vegas. But actually, I got Haney winning too, pretty easily at this point. At this point, in like you said, in this point in Loma's career, I got
Yeah,
Haney winning pretty easily.
yeah, he's
Um,
past his prime. I think 3'5" is too large for him. I think he's too small for 3'5".
but he's too old. He's too old to make 30, in my opinion. I don't think he makes 30 anymore.
I think he could make 30. The only problem is he likes to fight smaller dudes. So
So why not go back to 30? And then Shakur moved up. Or there's available belts. The only person at 30 that'll give him a like that's gonna take over 30 is your man Robesi Romero. He's gonna take over 30.
you
He
think
he got
so?
a he yeah he
He,
just got a
he
title fight announced against some guy, can't remember right now, but I should look that up.
oh
But
oh that's the guy that beat Shakur in the Olympics, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but didn't he already get knocked out?
He has a loss, but I don't remember
Yeah,
it being a
he got
knockout.
knocked out. I think he got stopped. I
Against
could be
Isaac
wrong, but I
Dog.
think yeah, I think he got stopped or something.
WBO title, April 1st. He did lose, but I'm not sure if it was a knockout. Robesi, Romero boxer. Um, but so they're not gonna fight in Vegas because of the same thing that we were talking about last week about Haney's lack of star power. He can't sell out, even though he's from Vegas, he can't sell out an arena in Vegas. But we've seen Lomachenko sell out arenas in New York before. So my question to you is: do you think that Devin beating beating Loma helps his star power grow, or no?
Absolutely. I think, man. See, personally, I think he's a star now, man. In boxing, he's a fucking star.
And yeah, but
Everyone,
I'm
everyone who
no.
watches
In boxing,
boxing knows Haney.
yeah, but in boxing, he's a star. This is what we are talking about last year. One thing is you being a star in boxing, which is a small niche, and then you being a sports a sports figure, a sports star. So let me change it. Can this fight take him from a boxing star to a sports star, like a Gervonta Davis, a Canelo, a Tyson Fury?
I feel like he would have to
These
hang out
guys are
with.
sports stars.
I feel like he would have to hang out with a certain group of people. Tank. I feel like is popular because he hangs out with uh rappers and shit like that, like Lil Baby. and he's always doing some shit that puts him in the blogs. It's usually the antics that make you popular. It's usually the extra antics that make you popular, not the work. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, I
Tank,
mean,
Tank like the blogs don't really. I mean, the blogs post Tank when he wins, but they post him more when he's on the bullshit.
but I don't think you need to be on bullshit to grow your star power. We ain't really never seen Canelo in no bullshit. I mean, he's Mexican though, so it's a little different. They already have like a built-in fan base. They'll support anybody from the country.
Canelo, does the average person know Canelo?
I think so. I think he's like
I
he's
think
a
I
well-known
think
sports
that's
star.
I think that's Canelo.
Hmm?
Canelo Alvarez. Ask an average person if they know who Canelo Alvarez is. Hmm.
Maybe maybe if you add the Alvarez, it might even be they might even that might throw them off a little bit. But if you just say, "Do you know who Canelo is?" They might probably have heard of him.
Hmm.
I think he's a bigger star than everybody. He's probably the biggest star in boxing. But like again, he's a sports star. It was just use him as an example.
Yeah,
Like I don't think
he's the
Errol Spence
biggest star.
like I don't think Terrence Crawford is a sports star. I don't think Errol Spence is like he's a little older, but he's like kind of on the cusp. If like him
Okay,
and
I was
if
I
him
was
and
just gonna
Bud would
get
have
into
fought a
that.
few years back,
Errol Spence is actually he's popular.
you think Errol Spence is
He's
a
actually
sports
popular.
star?
He's actually popular because of that car accident. A lot of people posted about that shit. So they got his name out there.
I mean, yeah, but he been in two car accidents now, which is crazy.
Yeah. He
I
just
don't.
needs to stay out of cars. He just needs to start walking everywhere.
Oh shit! He gotta start walking from Texas to Vegas to fight
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. He needs to jog.
Yeah,
He
make
needs to
that part of
jog,
his training
sprint
and
or
shit.
something. Yeah, exactly. He needs to train on the way there.
Oh man. But yeah, bro, I'm just to sum up the Loma and any conversation. I think the New York fight will be them fighting in New York will be good. And then after that, if I'm saying he beats Loma, he does good against them. Um, he should really own at that point. He should be able to pick whoever he wants to fight next, and it should be like a big. If he stays at 35, which I doubt it, I think he's moving up to 40 after that. But even
Tank
then,
Tank
he'll probably get a title shot.
Tank fought Rolly in New York, right? I think they fought in
Tank fought
Brooklyn. I think
Rory.
they fought
Yeah,
at
they
the
did.
Barclays or something.
Yeah, Tank
Okay.
sold out almost everywhere. He sold out.
Yeah.
I think his LA fight against Isaac Cruz he didn't sell out, but the rest of them he sold out in Baltimore, DC, Atlanta, New York. I think he's fought in Vegas. Almost all his pay per views and like his main event fights that he been selling out.
They do pretty
So
good.
yeah,
But I
the
think the
pay
pay
per
per
views
view
aren't like super crazy.
nah,
I think
the pay per views are going down. I think after Floyd pay per view is done.
Yeah, that's
There's,
the thing.
there's,
Like
there's, there's
people
not
try to
gonna
come
be
at
another.
Tank for pay per view, but I wouldn't blame. I think it's the era. Like honestly, I think he's doing good as opposed to the other people that are in boxing right now, or even that are just pay per views. Period. Because UFC is hot, but it's like those super duper fights that make that really do those crazy pay per views. The regular fights or whatever ain't doing those crazy pay per views. Now
Yeah,
Tank Ryan might do good, or that's what I'm saying. If Devin beats Loma and then he got to take another big fight, a Ryan, a Tank, a Shakur, like the top tier, like even a Shakur in terms of name wise, it's not really gonna help his name grow after a Loma fight. Like that's a legacy fight in my opinion. If for him to continue to make his name to grow, he'd have to fight a Tank or a Ryan after that,
yeah.
or maybe a Tio. Tio got more of a name than Shakur.
CO's pretty popular.
Yeah, and I feel like those are the kind of fight. And then he's gonna try to knock Devin out. So it's gonna be a more entertaining fight that's gonna be able to sell more. Because then even with Devin and Shakur is more it's a pure boxing match. So it's not gonna like I'll be surprised if either one of them gets knocked down or out.
I think I think Tank gets outboxed by them both because Tank's strongest punch is that counter uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Like he moves his arm, he throws the uppercut. That's
Yeah.
his strongest punch. They understand that. They have an understanding of that. They're the way their minds work is to avoid putting themselves in that place where he can land that fucking uppercut.
I mean, he could fold them with a different punch too, or with a hook or crawl, whatever. You
Yeah, but
know what I'm
he's not.
saying? He could,
I mean, he's not really gonna land those punches though. I don't see him landing those kind of punches on Haney or Shakur, man.
he's a
I
good
think their
boxer.
range. I mean, he can box pretty good, but I don't think he can box like Shakur Stevenson or Haney.
No,
Like
but I think he makes
Tank
up
was getting
with
touched
this.
up by Rolly. That motherfucker, he was getting touched up.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was.
he was getting touched up, and Rolly's not. He's not known as a great boxer. He's a brawler.
Yeah,
He's getting touched up. Like he's not technical. Now, picture Tank against a technical dude, against a dude who understands range, angles, and all of that shit. I think he loses.
if you
I
don't
mean,
fold one of
he
them, I
always has a
agree.
puncher's chance. Like you said, he's got that power. He always has a puncher's chance. But I think against pure boxers like them, those are the hardest guys to beat.
Yeah, they gonna be some good fights. But yeah,
They're the
let's
hardest guys to beat.
move up and wait a little bit. How do you got a Teofimo Lopez Regis Prograis fight going?
Man, I want to see that fight. Like I said, I got Prograis. I got Prograis against anybody at 140. Right now, I think Prograis is the best at 40.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think he's
How
the
do you got
best.
that fight going? You got him going points, knockout. How many
I
rounds? How you got
think
that
it
going?
goes to points because Tio has a good chin. Like you can't you
He been
I don't
knocked
think
down a few
you
times
could.
in the last few fights.
Yeah, and Prograis could hit too. He could crack.
And Prograis really got a chin. He ain't never been down, and we didn't see him get cracked.
Yeah. He's got a real good chin, and he's got a real good punch as well. But I think it goes 12. I think it goes to points. But like I said, I think Prograis will just outbox him.
I think I got Prograis TKO like 10th,
TKO.
11th round. 10th, 11th, yeah. Right now, unless we see an improved TO that's like trying to get better as a boxer because he got everything else. He just got to like stay focused and get a little better as a boxer.
On
And
boxing, yeah.
I think he could compete with anybody in box and at 40. But right now, if it's a TO that we've been seeing the last couple fights, nah. Yeah, I got him getting TKO'd. Prograis
Man.
is on right now. He on one. He want the belts at 40. He want that rematch with Josh Taylor. He on
Yeah,
one. He
he's
want
been on the run.
Ryan. He want all the dudes.
He's been on the run. Ryan, he's an interesting fighter. He's a
Yeah,
very interesting fighter.
I'm interested to see what his 2023 looks like.
Yeah, he's
Like
a
I want to see all these guys fight at least 2 or 3 times this year. Like I want to see everybody fight at least twice, 3 times this year. Even if they're not all three are big fights, but if we get like two mid fights and then one big fight. So because it's like I understand the process of boxing. You got to get better. You got to face different people. I understand all of that. But you can't don't give us one fight a year and you fighting bum. Not I'm not talking about Ryan per
fighting
se,
a
but
bunch of
like a
bums. Yeah,
Charlo or some shit. Like
no,
these
yeah,
guys, you fight one time a year and then it's some motherfucker that we never heard of ever in life. You don't got no
exactly.
like random, you know what I'm saying, random ass record. Like we don't know who the fuck you are. This shit's not interesting.
Where do these guys even come from?
Yeah, that's
Like
the
just
same
like
shit I'm trying to
Crawford's
figure out.
recent fight. Like where'd that guy come from? Like what the fuck? I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him.
Evanesian.
And I watch boxing. I've never heard of that guy.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that motherfucker neither.
Never heard of him.
All right, now let's double and wait.
Avicenian. I've never heard of Avicenian.
Avanesian.
Oh,
David
Avanesian.
Avanesian.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's some shit.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard.
Yeah, me neither.
Never heard of
Never
that.
heard of this guy. Let's double in weight and let's get into the heavyweight division a little bit. We ain't
Oh,
never talk about
heavyweight.
that.
Okay, okay.
Um, let me see.
Shit. I mean,
My fault. My fault. I'm trying to read my notes I got written down. How you got a Fury Usyk? I think they're gonna end up fighting this year. I feel like it should get announced sometime this year because at this point they're like the final character in the story mode and shit. Like the last big bad villain. They're that for each other.
you think
So it's
so?
like, yeah. Who else they really got for each other? Usyk after he fights Fury, he's probably gonna retire. You don't got nobody else.
What about Wilder? How about Usyk versus
Nah,
Wilder?
he's not trying to get knocked the
I
fuck
think
out of here.
Wilder knock him out.
I agree with you, and he's not trying to fight Wilder. He's trying to get this big ass money with like if he's probably if he's gonna get knocked out in his head, he said, "I'm gonna get knocked out one time by Fury for $25 million or however much money they can make fighting somewhere in the Middle East or the UK or whatever. However much money he can make, get knocked out one time. All right, it is what it is. Boom, I'm done with boxing. But why the fuck? Why would he fight Fury? If Fury don't, excuse me, Wilder don't got any belts. That was the only reason he would fight him before if he'd have had the belts, but he don't got no belts. It don't make no sense for him to fight him at this point. He's
Yeah,
not gonna make enough money to like. Because
there
Wilder's another
be
one
no
that's
real reason other than it being a good matchup. Because I think that's a good matchup.
but we boxing fans, bro. Like for boxing fans, bro, they don't give a fuck about us. Like
Nah,
it's because that's where like the UFC differs from boxing, where Dana White runs everything. So Dana White runs everything. He pays everything. He pays everybody. Yo, you're gonna make this amount. Like yo, y'all gotta fight each other. If not, you're gonna get stripped or you're gonna get kicked out the UFC or whatever. Like he gonna make these fights happen. But in boxing, there's not one person that runs everything. It's not
nah.
like no
It's a bunch of people.
WWE or like no exactly so many different people.
It's a
So
bunch
it's
of people.
like that's what the problem is of it. So then it's just whoever like they're gonna take the fights that make them the most money. Evan made Crawford the most money.
Which I don't understand how. Who the fuck is Avanesian?
I don't fucking know.
But I guess he fought in his hometown Omaha, so he normally sells
Sells
out.
out there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
probably
He
making
always
good
sells out
money.
when he's there. Yep. I
Probably made some
mean,
good
fuck
money
it.
doing that.
But yeah, so you got
But
Fury.
Usyk versus Fury. I mean, shit, that's an interesting fight.
Cause he a big motherfucker. He weigh at least 60 pounds more than him, at least.
Yeah,
And he got a few inches of height.
just because of that, I would already say that Fury would probably beat Usyk because he'd use his fucking his just
His body mass, his weight.
his mass, like he's so fucking big, dude. Like
He did that shit to
and,
Wilder.
and like I said, he moves like a fucking lightweight.
Yeah,
He moves like
yeah,
a
I mean,
lightweight.
unless
But
he's getting older now.
Usyk, he has some tricks up his sleeve. He has a lot of good tricks up his sleeve. So
Yeah.
and Tyson boxes. It's not like he's gonna go in there and try to fucking clock Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna box him. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be a chess
be a good
match.
fight.
It's gonna be a chess match. So I think it's a very interesting fight. But like I said, because Fury's so fucking big, I don't even think that they should even allow him to fight. I think he's too big to fight for heavyweight.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think they're making a new division. What's it called? Bridgerweight or something like that for like like a 220.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm. 220-pound division.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's
like 200 after 200. It's just like it's kind of hard for these smaller guys like a Usyk to fight a guy like you that we saying weighs 60 pounds more than him, 80 pounds more.
that
It's a
motherfucker's
lot.
almost 300 pounds, dude. Like, what the fuck?
It's a lot.
Like he rehydrate. Like I think. Okay, so what? Heavyweight is what 200 or 210
After 201,
or after
201 and
two.
up,
Okay, so they
something like that.
weigh in at 201. Dude rehydrates probably the
No,
fucking.
no, you don't have to. No, 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 no. After that, you can weigh whatever you want. You don't have. There's no minimum weight. There's no like.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
or
So I'm
there's no
saying like it's
like there's no
crazy
limited
how
weight. I mean,
yeah it's crazy how Fury could make heavyweight. It's
yeah.
crazy.
But then they're talking about maybe him fighting Ngannou, Francis Ngannou, because Ngannou just he got stripped of his UFC belt, and
They're
he
gonna
got
fight
kicked
in
out
the
of the UFC.
cage.
No, no, they told him maybe boxing. They asked Ngannou who he want to fight. He said Joshua, uh, or Fury, or the other league. It was another league. I just can't remember the name of it.
Man,
To fight
I
the guy.
hate
I think it was Fedor or something like that.
man, I hate these kinds of fights, man. Like
The
he's gonna
cross
get his
fights.
ass kicked.
They gonna make some money though.
Yeah, they're gonna make good money. He's still gonna get his fucking
It's all
ass
about the
kicked, man.
Benjamins,
Like
baby.
like all of these crossover fights, man. I don't get it. I get it. It's all about the money, but it's not like from a entertaining standpoint. The fights aren't even entertaining. You get what I'm
I'd
saying?
watch it though.
I don't
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
watch it
I don't,
though.
I don't see Fury and Ganu being an entertaining fight.
I think if he probably a guy who probably need like a year of at least a year of boxing on top of what he's already been training. And it's like I
He
feel like if
already
he get a
he already boxes.
that's what I'm saying,
If you
but
do
he need a
MMA,
year
you
of just
box.
boxing. Yeah, but I'm saying of just boxing because just boxing is different. Your stance, your technique, your distance, everything is different. Like there's some similarities because you're still fighting, but it's different because you're
Shit,
not throwing the
MMA.
same kind of punches, the same kind of shit.
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's way different. Shit, if you ask me, MMA is a lot harder because there's a lot more shit to look out for.
Yeah, I agree. When a motherfucker do a some back heel kick type shit, or they turn around and they do that spin,
Yeah, yeah, fucking spin
that shit
kick
be
or that
crazy.
fucking spinning back fist. Yeah,
The
it's
spinning
crazy.
back for there you go.
Yeah,
That's what
spinning
I'm
back
saying.
fist
Like
or like a
in
spinning
boxing, you
elbow,
bruh, I don't know.
all types of shit.
Um,
Shit, but we
to
gonna
I
get but shit, we gonna get shit, but we gonna start speaking about the MMA shit.
UFC.
Yeah,
We
shit,
got to get on
UFC
that.
MMA.
I got one last question for you. Keeping it Fury. Tommy Fury and Jake Paul just got announced. How you got that going?
Again,
Yeah, third time's a charm. Third announcement. They talk about February 25th. How you got that going?
Tommy Fury, is he even a real boxer?
Yeah, it's an amateur 8-0.
Man, I got Jake Paul.
Especially after the fight with Anderson Silva. Did you see that Anderson Silva fight?
I seen the highlights.
I said I watched. I think I missed the first 2 or 3 rounds. Then I watched like the back end of that fight, and they were in a pretty good fight. It was pretty even until he knocked him down and all that shit. Like he made him work for it. And I feel like out of all the UFC guys, that's probably the guy that like holds the most rank in my head of like of wins that like if wins against UFC guys were like worth points type shit, he's probably the one that's worth the most points because he's boxed before. He beat Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying he got some boxing history. He has the most decorated out of boxing history out of the MMA guys.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I feel like it was just worse because that fight only made him better against Anderson Silva. The
yeah,
more that
did.
he keeps letting him fight and get in front of those big crowds and get more comfortable and get more experience, the worse it's gonna be for Tommy Fury if he actually ever fights him.
But um, yeah, I think if they actually fight, I think Jake Paul's gonna win. For
I
for
just wonder
some
the
odd
weight.
reason, I think Jake Paul's gonna win.
I don't know. I think he might low key really be turning into a boxer a little bit. I'm kind of
And
fucking with him. I'm
Jake Paul could box. Like if you actually watch him fucking fight, he can fight. The dude can fight his ass off.
yeah, you can.
He can fight his fucking ass off. He's not a
You can see
bitch.
him getting better as every fight goes along.
Yeah,
You
he
see
can
him
fight
getting
his
better.
ass off. I mean, I haven't watched much of Tommy Fury. I need to watch his film. And try to analyze it and try to compare their styles so I could get more of an understanding of that matchup. Because I don't really have much of an understanding of that matchup. I just know about Jake Paul. Um,
Right.
and I know that Jake Paul could fight. But actually, I think Jake Paul could beat a low level boxer.
Yeah, me too. But I just think he's too big of a star to fight one of those guys. Like he's in this weird space where like he needs to continue to fight guys for him to get better, but also be guys that are gonna like kind of help him sell the like sell tickets and pay per views a little bit. Because Tommy Fury's gonna bring over that UK crowd. He has a fan base and shit like that. Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley, they're UFC guys. Nate Robinson's a basketball guy. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody kind of brought something. Hakeem
Nate Rob.
Rockman Jr. Is a real boxer. Plus
Speaking of Nate
his dad was
Robinson,
a.
I can't believe people picked Nate Robinson to win that fucking fight, dude. Like, what the fuck? How tall is Nate
I
Robinson?
picked I picked Nate Robinson to win that fight. He was like 5'9", 5'10". But or it not was, but is. He's like 5'10". But the shit is that I didn't think Jake Paul was gonna be a real boxer. I just took it
No.
solely like athleticism. I'm like, all right, Nate is more athletic, you know what I'm saying? He might could but he's probably not even more athletic for real. Like he might could jump higher than Jake, but that's not everything about being athletic. Like
Yeah,
it's different shit
it
to
doesn't mean
add
he could
to being
fight.
athletic.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he could
Yeah.
fight. You see that first walkout that he did. I just said this fucking fight is over. This motherfucker's gonna get knocked the fuck out, bruh.
Off the walkout, he get knocked out.
Nah, like off that first step he took once they rung the bell. I'm like, this motherfucker's losing because he didn't even keep it like he didn't even have his hands up properly, dude. So I'm like, dude, this fucking fight is bullshit.
When he knocked him down.
And then I heard Snoop Dogg in the back talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah,
Snoop funny as shit.
I
Oh
agree.
man.
I agree with what he said. Jake Paul ain't no bitch. But I mean, like, I don't know. All of these unimportant, like, I feel like a lot of these fights are very unimportant.
In terms of legacy fights, yeah, but everything is not about like legacy and shit and important. And some shit is just entertainment. We just gotta accept it like that. It's just for entertainment. That's all it be for real.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if
That you
they're
just
entertaining fights,
that you sounded mad discouraged with that response. He like, bro, that shit is not entertaining. I want to see these legacy fights. My boy
yeah.
not trying to hear that shit.
No, I need to see
Oh
real
man,
matchups. I need to see the real matchups,
facts.
and they got.
I don't got anything else left on the topic list for the night. You got anything else?
Oh shit! Nah, I was cool to be honest. I was flowing off the shit you was flowing off, man. You pretty much was interviewing me this episode.
Yeah, not just flowing. We just flowing, asking some questions and shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
low key was
But
an interview.
all right. I mean, we gonna be back next week with another one.
Oh yeah,
Saying
we'll be back next week.
um,
Shit, actually,
we'll
we'll be
try
here every week, man.
yeah, try to keep finding different topics, different entertaining things to talk about. I'm saying there's a lot of dead time right now in boxing, like a lot of Amanda Serrano fighting coming. So you been in female boxing at all?
Um, to be honest, not really. But I mean,
You gotta get it.
I'll check it.
feel you.
I'll check that out.
I
You
feel
know,
you because I wasn't really
I'll
into it
check it out.
before, and like
Yeah.
this, but there's a certain like I ain't gonna lie, probably like top 10, top 15 women in boxing are like that I've seen personally are just like a step above like that next crop of women that it's just like it's a noticeable gap. But when them top tier women are fighting is really good, like Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor probably had the best like fight of the year last year, and like including men too, men and women. They probably had that fight of the year last year.
Really?
Alicia Bumgarner, yeah, that shit was a great fight. Alicia Bumgarner, Clarissa Shields, trying to think.
Yeah,
It's a whole
yeah.
bunch of people.
I hear a lot about Clarissa Shields.
That's the goat, big goat, bro. She undisputed like all four belts in three divisions. She moved.
What?
She
So
just like
she's the
kept moving
best.
up and shit. Ever the best boxer ever in the history of boxing, ever, male or female. She's the best ever. Top, bruh. She's under. Think about this. She has all four belts. She did it in three different weight classes. About to be four different weight classes.
Yeah, undisputed in 4 weight classes. Yeah,
And
that's.
only 9 men have done that shit in all of history in one weight class. I don't think any man has done that in multiple weight classes, and she's done it in three. I understand. Like I started this by preferencing that there's different tiers in female boxing. Like she's like she boxes men, bro. She could box with men.
You think
So
so?
yeah, she trains with men. She spars with men. And bro, she nice. Telling you, gotta watch it. She's everything, bro.
I mean, yeah, I've seen her box before, but I mean, like, she, it like if a man was to really try to box her,
She, she be getting busy with them. What you mean? All right, this is gonna be our homework for this week. I'm gonna watch a whole bunch of Floyd. You gonna watch a whole bunch of female boxing, Clarissa Shield, all the women I named, Clarissa, Alicia, Amanda, all them. And we gonna come back next week and talk about them.
yeah, and we gonna come back next week, and we gonna end it off right there. We'll catch y'all next week, folks. We love y'all. We love your support.
Peace.
Peace.